Hey guys, it's Super Kozak and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Kozak, author of dark urban fantasy and contemporary fiction. If you've watched my videos before, you're probably wondering where I am. I'm at my parents' house right now, that's why the background is different, but I'll be back to my normal setting in the next video. As many of you know, October is a super important month for writers because it is the last month to prepare for National Novel Writing Month in November, where writers from all over the world get together and try to write 50,000 words throughout the month. I was tagged by the amazing and talented Rebeccah Rodriguez to do the Preptober Tag. I don't know who created it originally, but when I find that video, I'm going to link it down below so that you can watch it, as well as Rebeccah's channel and her Preptober Tag video so that you can enjoy it. Rebeccah's concept for her NaNoWriMo project is so cool. It's basically a fairy tale retelling of the Nutcracker. If that interests you at all, or if you just love fairy tale retellings, go check out her channel. She is super funny and talented and fun to watch, and I promise you will love her. Thanks for tagging me, Rebeccah. I've got my handy dandy notebook with my handwritten questions here, so if I look down during the video, I'm not studying the carpet, I'm reading off the questions. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to just jump right into the Preptober Tag. Question number 1 is, what are you planning on writing for NaNoWriMo this year? I talked about this a little bit in my Preptober video, I'll link that down below, but the basic concept of my novel is that a half-blood dark elf is trying to hunt down the vampire that killed his mother years before. However, his mission is complicated when he's forced to basically babysit 2 unfortunate humans that accidentally discover the magical world. So basically, this unusual group of 3 are thrown together and have to somehow figure out how to work as a cohesive unit, I guess you could say, to complete the main character's mission. I'm super excited to write this novel because I've actually been cooking the concept and the characters since junior high. The main character in particular has been with me for so long. I feel so close to him as a character, and I'm so excited to finally sit down and tell his story. I don't want to reveal any more because I don't want to spoil it, but you might hear more about my characters and about the setting of my fantasy world in the future. Question number 2 is, what do you find to be the hardest part about planning for NaNoWriMo? The mental obstacle I'm running into right now is just the anxiety about my schedule during November. I already know my work schedule. I only work part-time and very few hours at that, so that's not a huge issue. However, I am a stay-at-home mom and my daughter's very young, and at this age, she's a little unpredictable. Sometimes she can just have an off day, not want to take a nap, be really surly, and so it's hard to get things done. So it's just been kind of stressful worrying about what I don't know yet. The way I'm trying to remedy this is I'm going to attempt to wake up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning every day during the month so that I can get about half of my word count in, so that at the end of the day, when I'm probably tired and just want to go to bed, I just have to knock out the other half and it won't be too much of a big deal, hopefully. I know a lot of writers do this, but I originally heard about doing this from the amazing and talented Railee Bradshaw. I'll link her channel down below, as well as her video where she kind of discusses in depth why she wakes up at 5 a.m. It's a great video, highly recommend if you're kind of stuck in a rut and feel like you're not productive. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite part about planning? This is truly my first honest, deliberate attempt to complete NaNoWriMo. In the past, it's just been kind of on a whim. I would start and then not stick with it after a couple days. I just have been enjoying actually discovering different planning processes, different plotting processes, and trying them out, just because I haven't done that in the past. I've always treated myself as a pantser, even though I'm discovering that I'm not a pantser, which is why I've never really gotten a lot done with my writing. So discovering my true plotter self has been a lot of fun. Question number 4 is related to this. Do you use a structured plot outline with worksheets, or do you word vomit? So I feel like I kind of fall in the middle of these two things. The outline that I've been using for my current work in progress, which is not the one that I'll be working on in November, is basically just the major plot points, and between those I have chapters and scenes kind of laid out. It's not super in-depth or detailed because I do like a little creative freedom as I'm writing to just kind of let things happen the way the writing wants it to happen, or the story wants it to happen. But I think it's detailed enough that I won't hit major writer's block as I go along. Question number 5 is, what resources do you use when you plan? So I wasn't sure exactly what this question was getting at, but I'll just share what outlining methods I've been using. I've been using a plot embryo method, which I only just recently discovered. Just an example of that. It's pretty messy looking, but it's actually super helpful. Emily Bourne did a really good series about how to do this, so I'll link that down below. It basically converted me to this process, and I really like it so far. I've also been using the snowflake method, which I read about online. You can also find tons of videos about it here on AuthorTube. So hopefully that answers that question. I probably misunderstood it, but whatever, that's my answer. Question number 6 is, do you have a survival kit? I don't have one yet, but I saw a really great video by Noelle M about making little cards with rewards on them for every milestone you hit, and I think that's what I want to put in my survival kit. I'll link her video down below where she talks about that. Other than that, I'll probably just have yummy snacks in the house and have my husband close at hand to complain to him whenever I need to. Question number 7 is, do you have a favorite snack while writing? Nothing specific comes to mind. I just eat whatever because I'm a hungry monster. As far as drinks go, at this chilly time of year, I do love a cup of hot chocolate, but otherwise I just like to have a glass of water so that I don't get thirsty and have to get up while I'm writing. Question number 8, do you listen to music while writing? If so, what are your favorites? I've answered this before so many times. Don't listen to music while I'm writing, it's too distracting. I have recently discovered Ambient Mixer, which is basically just a site that has different ambient noises that you can listen to, and I particularly like a track that just has the sound of rain on a tin roof. I'll link that down below if that interests you. I am including so many links today. I spend too much time on the internet. Question number 9 is, do you plan to incorporate this year's NaNoWriMo theme into your novel? Short answer is no. I just don't have really any interest in that. I appreciate all the hard work the people at NaNoWriMo do, but I also realize that NaNoWriMo is for you as a writer, so you just do whatever needs to be done for your writing, and in this case I don't think following a theme would help me. But if you're choosing to do that, that's super awesome and more power to you. Question number 10 is, do you think you are going to win NaNoWriMo 2018? That's a hard question. Obviously I really hope so. I've put a lot of effort into preparing and training for NaNoWriMo this year. I'm a runner, so I'm coming at NaNoWriMo with the same mindset I use to train for half marathons, which is basically you start out with short distances and then you slowly increase those distances as you near the actual race. So I remember back in July, it was my goal to write 250 words a day, which is not a lot, I get that, but that was necessary for me. This month, my goal is to write 25,000 words, and I'm totally on track to finish that, and I'm super proud of myself because this is the most I've ever written in a month before. All that to say is I feel like I've put in the work and the effort to prepare, so I'm hoping that I'll get a good return on that investment, if that makes sense. But on the other hand, I think I'll be happy no matter what because I've worked really hard this year and I've improved so much with my writing. So no matter how much I write in November, I'm still working towards my goals, and that's a success ultimately. Well, that wraps up all 10 questions of this tag. Thank you so much for watching. I would like to tag Novelly KJ, Amara Franklin, and Mr. Vlandis to do this tag if you guys have time and if you have the interest. Besides the 3 amazing people, anyone else that wants to do this tag, feel free to do it. You don't have to wait for someone to call you out. Have fun, live your life. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button so that I know. If you want to see more content from me, especially in this amazing month of November that's approaching, be sure to subscribe. If you have an AuthorTube channel you'd like me to check out, let me know down in the comments. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and happy writing. Bye!